On July 13, 1917, a butler was picking flowers in the estate of Robert Allerton in Illinois when something strange happened. The butler, known as Thomas Gullett, was suddenly attacked by a strange, large cat. Luckily, the butler escaped the attack without major injuries. But the incident sent a shockwave through the community, which resulted in a month-long hunt for this mysterious big cat. The locals referred to this animal as Nellie. Back in 1917, sightings of a large cat was recorded in the state of Illinois in the United States. According to newspapers that covered this story, people who had seen this large cat claimed it was a full-grown African lioness. But African lions don't live in the States. So how did an African lion end up in Illinois? One theory was that the lion had escaped from a carnival company from Champaign to Macon County and Piatt County, where the attack took place. However, it's said that no zoo or carnival company reported a missing animal, let alone a lion. The attack of the butler, which occurred in the town of Monticello in Piatt County, was a close call. The animal had seized the butler by the neck, but he somehow managed to break free. Afterwards, the animal disappeared into the hunting ground of Robert Allerton's estate. Notably, even the butler claimed that the animal was an African lioness. The owner of the estate, Robert Allerton, was a well-known philanthropist and millionaire. In order to safeguard his estate, Allerton devised a plan. Shortly after the attack, Robert Allerton offered a reward of $250 to anyone who killed the so-called lioness in his estate. And on July 15, 1917, around 300 men armed with various weapons came to find the lioness in Allerton's estate. But while the men were searching for the lioness in the woods, the animal returned to Allerton's house. This time, it was the chief housekeeper who saw the animal. Interestingly, she claimed it was an African lioness too. But in the end, the hunting party of 300 people failed to find the animal. By this time, sightings and rumors of the lioness escalated in central Illinois. Consequently, the media dubbed the lioness as Nellie. Furthermore, people started discovering tracks which supposedly belonged to Nellie the Lioness. According to some newspaper reports, the tracks were 5 inches long and 4 inches wide. The media frenzy continued, and by this time, the lion attack was covered in most local newspapers. As can be seen, the animal is clearly described as a big African lion that escaped from a zoo. Nonetheless, sightings of this elusive big cat continued. On July 17, 1917, 2 boys saw Nellie near the Sangamon River in Illinois. Upon seeing the animal, the boys ran away. Since they ran in the opposite direction, they had no idea where Nellie went. Then, on July 29, 1917, Earl Hill and Chester Osborne was driving in Macon County with their wives when Nellie appeared by the roadside. Suddenly, she jumped at the vehicle, but Hill and Osborne managed to drive them away safely. Later on, they informed the police. When the police arrived, Nellie was still there. However, she managed to escape yet again. Lions aren't exactly solitary animals. In fact, they are the only big cats that live in groups called prides. So, to see a solitary lion roaming about was unusual. But on July 31, 1917, a farmhand supposedly saw a large yellow, long-haired beast. People assumed this was another lion, probably the male companion of Nellie. So, according to some sources, there were 2 lions in Illinois. But even weeks later, people had no idea where they came from. Throughout the next month or two, sightings of Nellie continued. Then, just as she appeared, Nellie disappeared and was never heard from again. So, was Nellie really an African lioness? Or was she a mountain lion? Since female lions are often maneless, it's probable that Nellie was confused with a mountain lion. But then again, why did everyone claim that Nellie was an African lioness? At the time, some people claimed that the incident was an elaborate hoax. But various local newspaper reports confirmed that such an incident did actually occur. So, did an African lion and lioness terrorize Illinois? Or was it a case of mistaken identity? We may never really know.